Loquaicous Mythics, how are we all? Yes, we are back. It's Wednesday. It's 7:15, give or take a couple of minutes. My name is Ken Boyter, and you are watching the Edra Twitch channel, where we do Gamebook playthroughs. Plus, we also have a show on a Saturday morning, 10 AM, talking about creativity, but also talking about fantasy, talking about your creative projects, talking about my creative projects, and also rambling off onto other subjects as well, if we so desire. However, this is Gocklesnook, and he is from The Bottled Imp. Now, The Bottled Imp is a channel that I co-created with my good friend Julian. The Bottled Imp, it's over 450 episodes of fantasy goodness, fantasy board game reviews, fantasy film reviews, and also fantasy book reviews. So if you like a bit of fantasy, go check out The Bottled Imp. Now, if you do miss any of these live streams, then Edra Tales YouTube channel is where I put them all. Plus, if you do want to find out what I'm up to, what I'm doing, I do have an Edra Tales website, so go to edratales.com. Good evening, Glenn. Stop talking to yourself. Exactly. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting you. Did anyone used to do that as a kid? My brother used to do that to me, and it was quite funny. Good evening, Jonathan. How are you, sir? How are you, Spelsing? Ken's in the house. Oh, can't do that now. It's signing the devil, isn't it? Lirin, how are you? Good morning to you, Lirin. Glenn, John, and Spelsing. Good evening, Glenn. Good. Hopefully, I didn't know what I was going to say then. Hopefully, you've had a lovely week. I did speak to you. We chatted to some of you on the Saturday mornings at the pictures. No, I did see you obviously on the live stream on Saturday. So hopefully, you've had another couple of good days. Now, we are all here, not to run more devil, please. Devil may care. Or, did you mean devilish dilemmas? Ooh, look at this thick and chunky one. I mean Gamebook, obviously. Look at this. Yes, I have had the hardbacks delivered. I don't know if people know this. Yeah, I've told people. Because I think I had them delivered before Saturday, so you would have seen if you tuned in on the live stream then. But yes, the hardbacks of To Kill a Thief, my Kickstarter Gamebook, my first Gamebook, Devilish Dilemmas and Edra Tales Gamebook, first in the series, has been published. And it's a monster. Obviously there's monsters, but it is a monster one. There's lots of Gamebook fun to be had. So there you go. And I am waiting for the paperbacks. The paperbacks, I think, are arriving Monday, if my memory serves. So they should be arriving Monday. And then, hopefully on Monday, I will have an updated situation on the dice. Because the dice are the only reward now that I'm waiting for, plus the paperbacks, before I send out the rewards to everybody. So hopefully, you know, if I can get things going Monday, I will start, you know, and everything arrives Monday and I've got everything Monday, I'll start putting everything in bundles and putting everything in packaging and send it off probably the first week, second week, hopefully no later than the third week of March. There we go. Nice segue, I know. You see? If you're like, well, I don't know why I keep doing this. I never do this in my real life. Not that this isn't my real life, but what? But both ways, works both ways. Yeah, you know, when you've been doing this sort of stuff, Glenn, for as long as I have, you see a door and you pounce. Obviously. Special times. It is special times. It's, I mean, Jonathan and Jam, I don't know where Jam is. Come on, Jam, where are you? Martha, hopefully you're okay. Sally, I know where Sally is. I always know where Sally is. No, that was a bit creepy. Revolving door. Exactly. Revolving door of segways. That's the title of my next game book. But Jonathan will relate to this. Lirin will relate to this. Anyone that's written a book, not Lirin. I don't know if you've written a book, Lirin. I mean Jam. Jam will relate to this. Anyone that's written a game book, especially, but even a novel or anything big, major project. Well, you know about this, Glenn, doing your designing board games. When you're embarking on a major project that takes you many hours, it's very exciting to actually have the product in your hand, isn't it? But it's even more exciting, you know, to actually, you know, when people read it or play it or, you know, whatever they do with whatever creative bit of writing you've done or creative bit of project making that you've done, that obviously is very satisfying as well. So, D&D third-party stuff. I like it. D&D. Oh, sorry. So when you create D&D or created D&D third-party stuff, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. D&D, you know, DMs put loads of time and effort into creating worlds and creating exciting adventures for their parties. Leaving but it just found out every step you take by the police was not meant to be a love song. It was sung from the perspective of a stalker. I heard that as well. I'm not 100% sure how true that is, but yeah, I can, you know, I get that. But I think that was the joke, wasn't it, as well, that you would joke that that's what it's about. But yeah, happier times back then. Clearly. POD on the GM's Guild in my past. I'm not very good at acronyms. POD, point of departure. POD, player of doom. Oh, print on demand. Oh, did you do print on demand stuff? Did you actually sell that then? Did you get it all together and typeset it and put it up? Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that of you, Glenn. You little dark horse. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. It's tempting. I can see why Jonathan has gone, like, did do a few RPGs from his game books, because it's like, well, I've already got this world made. All I have to do is set the rules up and set the characters up and the classes up, and then off you go. So I can sort of, you know, it's tempting, and I flirted with that idea with doing it in my Edra Tales universe. However, yeah, financially not the best decision I've made. Yeah, I do remember you saying that to me. I'm not sure if you said that to me privately, but you've outed yourself now. But yeah, financially not the best decision I've made. Yeah, but you know, you live and learn, don't you? You absolutely live and learn. But by doing these things, you know, anyone that's creative or even an engineer, you know, they're not going to get everything right first time. They're not going to always have hits. It's not always going to be, you know, like that. And they exist. Yeah. And they do exist. Living in a box. Living in a cardboard. Well, Box of Delights is one of the RPGs that Jonathan has done. Yes. Anyway, we're not here to talk about creativity and, you know, but it's a good topic to get into. But anyway, misses. But yeah, so, yes, what I was going to say was RPGs. Yes, but what I decided to do, maybe because of what Jonathan told me about RPGs, but I would rather do game books, establish a game book series, because there does seem to be an audience that are ready to buy these game books, you know, game books in general. And I'm not sure how much there is competition-wise. Whereas RPGs, there seem to be a lot of people writing those. Look at me, I'm like a floating head. If that was a completely black curtain, it'd be like Ebenezer Scrooge, Jacob Marley's ghost. So, yes, I think the competition, there's probably more people writing RPGs. And also RPGs, you have to put more investment in time, don't you, than you do a game book, in terms of like learning the world, learning the mechanics, you know, building your character, etc., etc. They do well. Oh, hang on, no. Holly from Red Toy. Hello, Dave. That's right, Dave. It says, yeah, we're going to blow up in exactly 42 minutes. Well, I say 42 minutes. Might be 30. I'm not quite sure, Dave. Love Red Dwarf. In fact, I saw him, Norman Lovell. I saw him do his stand-up. Really funny. Glenn has put, there are RPGs which have elements of adventure books. Yes, it's all very closely related, isn't it? Good evening, Steve. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Silly for Floating Head Dungeon Master included in RPG videotape, much like Nightmare and Deathstalker. Yeah, exactly. Dragon Strike, sorry. Not Deathstalker. That's a classic 80s film, wasn't it? That was a little bit, you know, I think I reviewed it. I was a little bit shocked with the content. Have you heard about the new Tokyo Gamebook series, Holy Lords Above? No. Are they good? Have you played one? I haven't. I only really start to look for new game books when we've finished a game book, and because I'd already known, you know, what one we were going to do. I haven't really been looking around for new ones yet. But Steve has put, I've heard of them. Okay, so yes, but we are here, of course, to do part 4 of Sorcery, Book 2 by the legend that is Steve Jackson, part of the Fighting Fancy team with Ian Livingston. Can we have a superhero one someday? Well, that's interesting. Let's hunt some vampire. I don't see why not. However, the broad thing, I'm into fantasy, so I tend to try and do fantasy-esque game books. However, we have done an Eton Blyden Famous 5 one. So, yeah, superhero, we can maybe... I mean, Jonathan Green has his Ronan 47. That's not necessarily superhero, is it? That's more sci-fi. Are we in the dungeon yet? Well, I am. Echoes from Zods. Yes, hello there, Zods. If you're watching, if you're lurking. If you aren't, then you're dead to me. Steve, what are your thoughts? They look freaking epic. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's Mech versus... You know I can't say that, Jonathan. Mech versus Kahila. Kalju. It's Mecha versus Kalju. I'm sure that makes sense if A, I'd said it correctly, and B, to people that know. Appointment with Fear is so far the only FF superhero game. See, I didn't really like the cover of Appointment with Fear, so I've always avoided that. However, maybe we could do Appointment with Fear, because I didn't know it was a superhero book. But it just looked out of sync with what they were doing with the rest of them. It has a Japanese anime vibe. Yes, I thought the Ronin it was a Japanese anime. I've never delved too much under the bonnet with it. Because of, it's not out and out fantasy, is it? However, that could also crop up along our travels. Anywho, we better crack on because, I was slightly late. So there we go. So, Sorcery. What the hell's going on? We are ultimately after the Crown of Kings because we want to defend our land, as far as I can remember. Hang on. Yes, and we are in Khare, city port of traps. We're in the city. We're trying to get through the city because we want to get somewhere else to find the crown. But we do need 4 lines of poetry to unlock the magical gate so we can get out of there. And so far we've only found 1. We are going into the crypt of a vampire. Oh yes, it's the crypt of vampires. By the way, has anybody seen What We Do in the Shadows? Absolutely love that. The film, fantastic. I reviewed the film for the Bottled Imp channel, and we had Peter, the guy. No, the guy that plays the sort of Nostradamus. No, the Nefarious. No, what's it? I can't remember that. The vampire, the bald vampire that hangs upside down with the little teeth. We had that actor comment on the review going, oh, that's really cool, thanks for reviewing it. Very proud moment. The Crown of Kings, exactly, the Crown of Kings. That's how you pronounce it, Nosferatu. There you go. Nosferatu. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Lirin. You see, you get entertained, I get English lessons. It's great. So, I do like to read the chapter previous to the chapter that we're going to start on, just to, A, remind me of what the hell's going on, and B, to build up the tension again. I spelt it wrong, I think. Oh, Glenn, you've let us all down, mate. Really. Yeah, saw that. Very funny. The guy from Flight of the Conchords feature. Yes, in the film, he's in the film version. Yeah, really good. They did do a TV series. In fact, I think I'm not up to date with that. I think I need to watch one more series of it. But if you can catch the TV series, it's really good. Different actors, but still really good. What do you take from your pack? Do you have any of the following? A black mask, a bow and arrows, a magical chain. So, yes, we are going down into the crypt. We do have bow and arrows, and they are silver tipped. So that did tip us off. See, I've done that again. We're possibly going to encounter some vampires from Vampiric Action. Okay, 49. So I'm not on the booze tonight. Because booze does make me sleepy afterwards. I'm off that age now. So I've got a nice cup of tea. Because I might want to indulge in continuing writing my next game book, which is The Rat Wife of Sleepy Eye, which is a shorter game book, which was the game book that if you backed my project and Jam's project together, then you're going to get a free ebook of that. Plus, both books are going to be printed, I think, separately by Savage Realms Books, which is fantastic. So if you did back the project, you're going to get a free print book as well, because we did say that we weren't going to sell this book, we weren't going to make it into a print book. However, Savage Realms, Troy from Savage Realms found out about it and said he'd like to publish them. So, we both said, okay, that's cool, as long as the people that backed it are going to get a free print book. So I have now written 112 entries out of about 132. So I'm very, very close to finishing it. And it's just over 18,500 words. So I would imagine by the time I finished it, gone back through it, added to some entries, because I've got an idea that I want to layer in some other stuff in a lot of the entries, I probably will reach over 20,000 words. So that's not bad as a free book. To, if you're going to get it free, as a little extra add-on, that's what that was. Leland about silver, the ancestor of kryptonite in fiction. Yeah, and lead also for fairies. No, not lead, iron. Jonathan's going to jump down my throat. Iron. It's iron. I'm rubbish at remembering stuff like that. I love all the folktale stuff and things like that, but I never remember. I'm not very good at remembering it. Okay, so cold iron, that's what it was. Yeah, I knew Lee Rin would know as well. It was the fair folk. Yes, absolutely. 249. So we are at 249. The door swings open and you jump inside. The small crypt is empty, but against the far wall is a narrow stone staircase that leads down to a lower level. Will you follow this downwards, or have you had enough of this place? Okay, that wasn't much of a cliffhanger, was it? I thought it was more exciting, that entry. Oh, of course, yes, you chose, didn't you? No, you haven't chosen yet. Lead is generally poisonous for all. Oh, yeah, that's true. And that's why we used to play with lead soldiers as a kid. Down the stairs we go. Yes, so I'm assuming everybody wants to go downstairs. I'll still let you vote because you decide. That's the nature of the game. You decide. Do you want to go downstairs? Type downwards or downstairs. Or if you've had enough, type no. It'd be silly not to, though, wouldn't it? It'd be silly not to. So let me know what you're drinking. Is anybody... Jonathan, are you on the Kraken? Or are you on the Pirate's Elbow rum? Pirate's Elbow grease. I'd drink that. I am Brew, says Steve, as always. I'm always off the booze for the time being. Good. Is it all caught up with you, Jonathan? That's it. All those boozy nights. Yeah. Out in the park with all your mates. Yeah, what are you staring at? I'm a Gamebook author. One of the funniest lines in Vampire Hunting TV series, says Lirin, was the male lead saying to the heroine, "Stake through the heart," but that was a demon. To which the reply, rolling her eyes, "That tends to kill most things, buddy." Yeah, exactly. Out in the park with the elves and pixies. Yeah, there you go. That's a good euphemism, couldn't you? So where are you? Yeah, no, I'm out in the park with the elves and the pixies, mate. Glenn's put here, brown bagging in the park. I don't even want to know what that means. I think I know what it means, but you know, especially it involves a car park. A car park. Right. So anyway, we're not talking about that. We are going to go down. We're going downwards. 1, 6, 4. I used to take these really seriously back in the day. When I first started, I was very professional. Now it's just descended into, you know, worse than a carry-on film. I'm disgusted with myself. You creep. Oh, Steve's put here. Iron brew and donuts. Oh, you are living the dream, Steve. The dinner of champions or overweight middle-aged men. You decide. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. That is, I'm sure Muhammad Ali used to drink that before a fight. So we are on 164. You creep cautiously down the stairs. The walls are damp and there is a foul smell of decay in the air. The only sound you hear is a dripping coming from below. At the foot of the stairs you can see that you're in a large dark chamber lit only by a shaft of light coming down the stairways. A coffin stands in the centre of the room, and as you walk closer to investigate, a creaking sound makes your heart stop. The coffin lid is moving. Spellbound, you watch it inch open. Then a movement to your left catches your eye. From a dark alcove, a ghostly white figure is advancing towards you. The shock has startled you so much that you cannot collect yourself enough to cast a spell. What? Beautiful illustration. Another beautiful illustration by John Blanche. Leaky faucet. Yeah, that's what they used to call me. Right then, I'm in a very giggly mood tonight, which is good, isn't it? It's good, it's good. So look at that, look at that, look at that. Here we go then, here we go. So what would you like to do? Would you like to draw your weapon? Type weapon, or do you want to run back up the stairs like a big girl's blouse? Type girl's blouse. No, type run. So do you want to draw your weapon or type run? What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Glenn's gone for a run. You scaredy cat. Come on. Look at me now. And I'm now judging everybody's decision making. Weapon ready. Have at ya, says Lirin. Draw weapon. So we've got 2 for drawing weapon, 1 for running. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Anybody else voting? We do have quite a beefy weapon, don't we? By the way, the stats are... Well, Lirin, do you want to type up the stats? Because you're stat man do, aren't you? What would you like to do? We do have a sword which is -1 if we're using that, which I think we will have to. Oh, okay. Oh no, we've got our bow. We've got our bow drawn. We've got our bow drawn, haven't we? Presently, skill 7, says Lirin. Stamina 15 and luck 12. That's not quite what I've got, Lirin, but hey, what's the odd stat between each other? I've got Oh no, yeah, luck I've got as 11. The other two I've got as the same as you. Or we could run, says Glenn. Well, unfortunately, no one else is backing you up on that one, Glenn. So we are going to draw the weapon, although we have already got the bow and arrow already out. So a little bit of a continuity error there, I suspect. Is this an actual ghost, not a Scooby-Doo episode? Well, he looks... Oh no, yeah, he's got a dagger, actually. He has got a dagger, look. Oh, I'm assuming it's a bloke. Might be a woman ghost. Yeah. It is... Coffin stone in the centre, the creaking around your heart stop. Yeah, it's coming out of the coffin. It's coming out of the coffin. Brave Sir Glenn ran away. Ran away. Brave Sir Glenn ran away. Draw your weapon. 99. 99. Here we go then. We're going to draw the weapon. Are you using a sword, an axe, or bows and arrows? Ah, they know. They know. Steve's on it. He knows what's what. 147 for the bow and arrow. Did you just adjust their gender for shame? Well, I don't know. You know, let's have a look. You decide. You decide what gender they are. Let's have a look. Hang on. 164. It's difficult to tell what gender they are. Look. Apache helicopter. Look at that. Yeah, could be a bloke, could be a woman. Who knows? So, we are going to do 147. You draw your bow and quickly unleash a bolt right in the knackers. It's a bloke. Right at the hideous skull of your attacker. Roll 2 dice and compare the total with your skill. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill, your aim was true. If it's higher than your skill, you have missed. So, we need low, don't we? And Fighting Fantasy has a history of rolling low. So we'll go low because we need to roll 7 or lower. Now, statistically, 7 is the most average of numbers. It's not very exciting. No, that's the most common, isn't it? The most common number rolled with 2 d6s. Oops, sorry, the song has been stuck in my head since we watched Holy Grail, since 1993. And the lyrics say, Brave Sir Robin. Oh, no, sorry. No. Glenn is a bloke, as far as I know, Glenn, unless things have changed. Liam, we've got, yeah, Sir Glenn. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, you were correct on that. I thought you meant, because I said... could be a woman, the ghost. So I thought you were talking about the ghost. Anyway, sort of misgendered. Yeah. Since we watched Holy Grail in Latin class. Did you watch in Latin class? I think your teacher was pulling a fast one there. They clearly didn't want to teach you. Right, so it's like, right, I'm just having to break this lesson. Stick on Monty Python. Right, here we go then. Oh, it'd be great if you watch Monty Python in a history class. So we need 7 or below. Come on. Roll low. Roll low. Yes, look at that. Come on. Don't say I don't ever do anything for you lot. I'm pulling my weight here. I watched 7 in Armory, did you? Oh, yeah, that must have been A-level. 7's an adult film, isn't it? Right between the... Exactly, right between the eyes. So... your aim was true. You have chosen the only weapon which will harm the evil death wraith. The death wraith you are facing. This undead creature can only be harmed by silver weapons, and your arrows have silver tips. A hit with an arrow will inflict 2 points of stamina damage to it. Resolve your battle in the normal way, but each time you roll a higher attack than the creature rolled against your screen above, you will see whether your aim is true. Okay. You have 10 arrows, and if you do not kill the death wraith before your arrows are used, it will kill you. Ooh. No GCSE. Wow. We had permission slips from oh, really? Brilliant. Well, that's good. They kind of planned it, and they, yeah. Oh, Market Fishwife Tales. They have told us he was a vampire. I know. Well, that's a good, like, switcheroo, that one, though, isn't it? It keeps things fresh. We were thinking it was vampires, but it ain't. It ain't. Right. So, I'm assuming we've hit him once with one of the arrows. Yeah? So I'm going to say we've got 9 arrows, but I'm knocking points off. The ghost of a vampire. It could well be a ghost of the vampire. Weirdly enough, this is only our fourth encounter. Oh, I guess we've been we cast spells a lot, haven't we? So yeah, that makes sense because we're more of a wizard than more of a lover than a fighter, or a ghost bitten by a vampire. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Do you know what? I've just had an idea, which is very. So I'm going to say that we've got 9 arrows, and it was on 8. I'm going to say it's on 6 now, just because I can. Right, let's finish off the battle, and then I'll tell you what a fantastic idea I had. Here we go then, and then you can be the judge whether it's a fantastic idea. Let me write down the name of the monster, because I do like to do that, so we know who we're fighting when we look back on things. Death Wraith. Okay. Games Master Ken. Loquaicous McCarbre. I am your Games Master, Loquaicous McCarbre. I bring bad tidings. Right, so we need. So this is this is quite hard actually. This is a nice little twist on combat though. So we need to get 7 or below. 7 or below. Oh, boom! Have it. Have it. So that's down to 4 points, and we're on 8 arrows. Does it get a chance to attack us though? You've chosen this undead creature. A hit with an arrow will inflict 2 standard points of damage to it. Resolve your battle in the normal way, but each time you roll a higher than attack the creature, your aim is at the. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just an out and out. We've got to kill it within 10 arrows, right? Okay. 666, the number of the beast. I thought you were going to say 67 there. Roll them, roll them, roll them, Ken. So spell sing. Here we go. Then we need 7 or below. I knew that was going to be 7. I thought it was going to be higher, actually. It's a 7. Look at this. So we just need to hit it one more time. Here we go. 7 or below. That's perfect combat by me. Perfect. If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead long ago. Look at me stepping over the Games Master boundaries, saying that I'm the only reason why you're still alive. I bet a lot of Dungeon Masters have done that before, though, haven't they? They've altered stats quietly behind the scenes. Must be the same silver bow that we won. Yeah, in a fair. Do you know what? As soon as I started reading that, I thought you were going to mention that. Yeah, didn't we? Did we win it or did we steal it? We stole something, and then we got this idiot of a rich entitled lord after us for half the book. So we've done it. If you kill it, turn to 54. We're on 54. Oh, I've got some hiccups. We stole a horse. Oh, that was it. It spoiled a lot, yeah. You pick up the hideous creature. Carry it over to the coffin and dump it inside. Okay, so it's not corporeal. Is that... No, it is corporeal. I get confused with big words. Jonathan, help. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Ethereal. I think I meant ethereal there, so it's not ethereal. You pick up the hideous, carry it over and dump it inside. You're exhausted from a battle and rest for a few moments. If you would like to eat provisions, you may do so, adding 2 stamina points if you've not eaten today. 1 stamina if you've already eaten. Steve has put here, my previous DM used to say that the enemies was flashing various colours to indicate how I see. Oh, that's quite a cool way of doing it. Enemies' health like old school video games. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's tickled me. Tickled me, Steve, that has. So, what was I saying? 54. Yes. Okay. Would you like to eat? Type yes. We do have 2 provisions. And we are on 15. So it would go back up to our starting stamina of 19. Yeah. Type eat or yes. If you don't want us to eat, type no. Steve would like to eat. Oh, Sally made some lovely cakes the other day. Really nice cupcake type things. Oh, lovely. Run. Run away. Run away from the food. No more. Eat, eat. Glenn wants to not eat. I'll eat my hats. Oh, yes, the idea that I had... See previous comment about being fat. If there's a chance to eat, I'm eating. All right. Hey, no running up and eating outside the cafeteria. Yeah. Running up the stairs, running out the crypt. We're eating the food. Run, Forrest, run. It looks like we're eating, though, because run wasn't technically an option. So... I think maybe it's a good idea to have something to eat because we don't quite know what's coming up. So we're gonna have a provision, and remember we still do have that bomber fruit, which means that it doubles our stamina when eating, or double stamina when so we are now back on 19. 19 is our stamina now, so we're back up to 19. That's cool. So the idea that just flitted across my mind was to create, hang on, let me see if I've written down the number where we're at. 54. Yeah, okay, so the next number we're going to is 209. Because Lee Rin's making a little map. I don't know if anybody's seen Lee Rin's maps, but they're pretty cool. He's put them up on the Edra Tales Facebook group. So obviously, if you want to know where we are, if you want to have a look at his maps, go have a look at his maps. Yes, so stamina is... So, as I was reading that entry about the Death Wraith, and about how it's the only weapon is the silver-tipped bow, or silver-tipped arrows that will do it damage, I suddenly thought, oh, I need to create, like an RPG, my monster manual, because then it would be a bit more uniform across each game book. So that would be really cool, like a companion book for all the game books. So I would have categories of monsters, so you'd have paranormal category, and you'd have ghosts and wraiths and but do you know what I mean? You'd have different spectres, you'd have phantoms, you'd have different classes, and then you could have your little small folk villains, like imps and pixies and that kind of thing. Yeah, no, not Lirin, Lycan. The man with, Lirin, the man with the golden maps. Like Out of the Pit for Fighting Fantasy. Oh, is that what that is? I never knew what that is. Out of the Pit. Oh, all right, I need to buy Out of the Pit. But it's probably £900 second hand. Yeah, exactly like that then. Yeah, and so, but it would help me. I would just do it for me to begin with. But if this takes off or people want to see it, then 850. See, I wasn't far wrong. Or is that how much you're selling your copy to me, Glenn? Gotta make a few bob. You gotta make a few bob. You know how much it cost me when I first bought it? $2.99. Yes. Have you genuinely got a copy? But, yeah, it would help me in writing the game books to keep things more consistent. Have to start deepening my voice like Christopher Lee to match the Bond villain. No, Mr. Bond. No, Mr. Bond. I charge $1 million. I got it, yeah, first edition. Looking quite faded. This is where you need, I need to maybe go on a fighting fantasy book quest and just go to loads of charity shops. I have the second edition A4 version. Ooh, special. Okay, so we're going to go to 209. 209. 209. Sorry, A5. Oh, A5. So A5's kind of like this size, isn't it? Yeah. If I was doing it, I'd probably just do it this size as well. Yeah, A5. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, what do we have? And why do we want it? 209. All is peaceful as you rest after your battle. But then a sound makes you look back towards the coffin. A figure is rising from it. But this time the figure is not that of the terrible death wraith, but that of a very old man. Who is it? He asks. Who has put an end to my torment? Looking around the crypt, his eyes fall on you. Stranger, I am in debt to you, he says. For too many years I've been cursed with this living death. Now at last my soul die. Now at last can my soul die in peace. How may I repay you? Just Mars bars will be fine, thanks. Some iron brew. Yeah, some tea cakes. That'd be good. Cheesy Watsits. Beef-flavoured Watsits. You tell him of your intended journey out of Nair and across the backlands. Yes, we're going to get another bit. He tells you will never leave Nair without the Northgate spell. He knows one line of the spell, and he tells it to you. One lock made out of Gollum's hide. When you tell him more of your quest, he wishes you luck. I cannot be of more help, he says, except for one couplet, which I can remember from the ancient days. I have a feeling it may be useful to you. It goes, for sleeping of the sleepless ram, seek out the only... let me start that again. For sleeping of the sleepless ram, seek out the only they call the sham. I'm not certain what the sleepless ram is, but bear this advice in mind. You thank him for his help. Leave the crypt, gain 2 luck points. So we're back up to 12. Back up to 12, Lirin. Back up to 12 luck points. The algorithm... What? Sorry. The hour-long games version. Oh, that was painful to listen to as well as read. Version Out of the Pit is 20 quid for the modern version of a... Oh, okay. So 20 quid's not too bad, is it? Give us the line, old man. Yeah, thanks for that. Dead. You are dead to me. Right, we better write this bad boy down, hadn't we? We have the second line. Where have I written the second line? Where did I write the first line? Did I write the first line? Yes. I'm going to have to write it on the back of the adventure sheet then. So... 209. Okay. So the line of spell, I don't know which one it is. Is it? He tells you one lock made out of the Gollum's hide. Okay, so is that the actual? Yeah, one lock made out. Found first edition for 17 quid on eBay. Oh, that's not too bad. That's more like it. I might have to get that. I'll definitely have to get that, I think. One lock made out of Gollum's hide. Gollum. Okay, but also 2 lines. Is this for something else? Or is this actually part of the gate poem? But I'll just put 2 lines couplet and I'll write that down, so bear with me. For sleeping of the sleepless man, no, sleepless ram, seek out the one they call the sham. Shamalama ding dong. Right, okay. Think we met the sham in book 3. Oh, do we meet? Yeah, I would imagine. The cool thing about, if you know that you're going to write, 3 or 4 books that are connected, you foreshadow, don't you, into the next book. So, that's always pretty cool to make it feel more continuous. Lovely. Lovely. Well, thank you, old man. You were great. I'm glad we killed your tormentor. Now, we're going to turn to 16. Can't wait to see what Osborne has in store for us next. Yeah, those series of books have been really good, haven't they? The Goblin's Revenge. What was the other one? The Spellbreaker. Oh, no, Cursebreaker. I can't remember the others, but yeah, they were good. Ding dong. 16. We're on 16. They might have already published another one, actually. There's so many good game books out there. I would like to do another one of Jonathan's relatively soon, maybe after we do all of these 4 books, but we'll see. Although we've got Jam's book to do, we've got more Joseph Daniels, he's really cool. Victoria Cox, we did that Night Shift, which was very good. Yeah, another Osborne one would be cool. The choice. The Rogue book, yes, the Rogue book one was good. Yeah, absolutely. They're very emotional one where you play a secret policeman who lives the rest of his life sailing an endless ocean in a painting was my favourite. Yes. Yeah, that was really emotional, wasn't it? It was good. Osborne book, yeah. Can't remember what one that was. Was that the Cursebreaker? How about Twas? Didn't we? We've done Twas. We've done that one, Spell Sing. Yeah, we have done Jonathan's Twas. So the ones that I guess fit the fancy for Jonathan's one is Neverland. Is also what is it? Yeah, well, Shakespeare versus Cthulhu, but that's just new. That's too new. However, book 2 of the Arkham Horror series, because we did book 1, so we could do book 2. That's one of Jonathan's. It's not an Ace game book, but it's one that he's written. When are we playing the sci-fi book? Osborne was just about to release a pirate book. Oh, were they? Oh, good old pirates. That sounds great. 16. You leave the crypt, carefully avoiding the shimmering circle by the door, and head off down the road out of Nair. 127. This is all coming up roses, isn't it? A little further up the road, you come to a well. A rope hangs down from a pulley deep into the well. You walk up to it, and as you approach, you can hear a woman's voice singing, "Help me, I'm down here." It seems to be coming from the well itself. Oh, I was joking, but it is. And to be directed at you. Is it singing? Yeah. My dear, your fortune can be told if you will cross my palm with gold. Do you wish to toss a gold piece into the well? If so, turn to... Or if I'd not bothered, so what would you like to do? Would you like to toss a gold coin into the well? Type toss. Or, if you'd rather not bother, type bother. Leaving has put it, but I strongly recommend the James Bond in Space game book. Oh, that sounds brilliant. I didn't realise there were Bond game books called Rebel Planet. Right. We're going to have to track down some Bond ones. No, I won't. Glenn's on a runner again. Steve, he likes a good toss. Spell Sing, Rebel Planet, my first FF from that range. Yeah, no. It's a James Bond-esque. It's not actually a James Bond book. Ah. Is that what you mean, Lirin? Do not toss a coin. Oh, Spell Sing's gone. No, don't. Don't do it. Well, I'm going to take Glenn, meaning he doesn't want to do it. Lirin doesn't want to do it. So far, and Spell Sing doesn't want to do it. So far, it is Steve that is the only... It's too easy, that joke, isn't it? It's too easy. Where's Jam? Jam would have made that joke for me. Do not toss a coin. So we're not going to toss a coin. Is she a little trickster then? Is she a little trickster? So we're not going to bother. 319. You never know. You never know with these. Yep, statistically... Oh, stylistically, it is a Roger Moore film crossed with a 1960s Star Trek. Cool, that sounds good. But do you know what? I got really excited thinking there were James Bond game books out there. Jonathan, get on the phone to Amazon. Come on. I'll write Moonraker as a game book. Yes, there you go, Steve. It was the joke that had to be told. Okay, 319. Yeah, I might actually see if there are, other IPs that I grew up with that are game books. Imagine an A-Team game book. Do you want to get on the plane? I'm getting on the plane. You are now leaving the centre of the city. The street. Oh, someone's got to do an A-Team game book. Jonathan, are you listening, mate? Get on the phone. Whoever owns the copyright. You are now leaving the city of the you are now leaving the centre of the city. The street turns into a dirt track which winds from there past a small settlement of huts and out past a tall building. In the distance, you can see the Great Wall of Nair and the Great North Gate. At a tree stump along the way, you may stop and eat provisions. If you've done so, add 2 stamina points. I don't think we need to. I'm going to overrule anybody saying, oh, we need to eat. We don't need to eat. We're on full stamina. Just, you see, karma straight away. Just outside the group of huts, you come across a blind beggar who asks you for alms. Will you give him a gold piece, or will you press on towards the gate? So, once again, are you going to toss a gold piece? Type toss or gold. Or are you going to press on? Type press on. Give the coin, then run. Okay, Glenn wants the best of both worlds. The goal to a Bond game book would be to sleep your way to victory. Yeah, I'd take that. Take that challenge. Be kind and give him a GP toss. Steve, you're not the only tosser this time. Everyone's a tosser. You're all a bunch of tossers. Here we go then. I'm going to drink my tea. He's blind, just give. Yeah, he can't catch it. Yeah, that's a good point. Could put a button in his hand. Would he know? He'd know. Right, so we're going to give him a gold piece. 285. 285. Oh, hello. This picture looks a bit ominous. You toss him... No, we do toss him a coin. You toss him a coin, he thanks you for your kindness. You sit down for a moment and talk to him. Suddenly you are both alarmed by a screeching noise in the sky above you. No! He cries. Not those God-cursed harpies! Will they never... It sounds exactly like the last person we met. Will they never cease their torments? You now look into the air and see 2 winged beasts hovering over you. They are ugly, dark-skinned creatures with sharp talons at the end of their arms and legs. You both spring to your feet. You are not quite sure what to do, but the beggar grabs his stick and flails it about blindly in the air. "They're after my gold," he shouts at you. "Have they no pity on a blind man? Oh, stranger, can you see the evil rascals? Can you help me?" One of the harpies darts down from the sky and clips him on the head, knocking him over. Slice those mothers up. That's not quite the option that's available, but yeah, I get what you're trying to say. So, would you like to decide, would you like to help the old man, type help, or would you prefer not to get in this fight and run off down the road? Glenn, that might be too tempting to resist. That is the fantastic illustration. Can we get our gold back first? Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. He might reward us with our own gold at the end of it if we survive. Help, then run. There we go. So, we've got to help him. You can't just leave a blind beggar to the mercy of two harpies, surely. Come on, where's your heart? Where's your heart? Help the elderly. Help the aged. Help the in-aged. Maybe he's blind for a reason. Yeah, it must be because he's been attacked by these harpies. Pecking at him, pecking at him. We're heroes, not George R.R. Martin characters. Of course we'd help. Yeah, precisely. Precisely. We're going to help. You're going to help the old man. 97. 97. We're going to help the old man. Will you use magic? Magic. Or will you fight the winged beasts? Winged beasts. What do you want to do? If you want to use magic, type magic. If you want to fight, type fight. You decide. Where's Julian tonight? Hope everything's all right with you, Julian, if you're watching this back. Can I have a control of at least one leg? What, of the blind beggar? Warm up the dice first, Ken. All right, okay. Julian's on holiday. Oh, is he on holiday? Oh, fantastic. Hop. Well, it just says magic, so we don't know quite what spells we're going to cast yet, but it just says magic, and then it will take us to the list of spells. Skill 007 is bad news. Yeah, skill 7 isn't the highest, is it? I kind of blew the rolling on that one. However, we are more of a casting spell type of guy. Or woman. Could be a woman. So, magic, magic, magic. It looks like magic it is then. Magic, magic, magic. So we're going to use magic, which is 310. 310. Let's have a look. Oh, I might have to plug my phone in. I'm going to plug my magical device in. My scrying device. Oh, hello. Smooth. Smooth. Smooth TV, this is. So we're going to plug magic 310. Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Spellcasting 310. Which spell will you use? At 19 stamina, you can afford to be a bit more creative. Yes, that is a very good point, Lirin. So you've got a choice of, once again, 5 spells. We have Dim, Pep, Mag, Gob, Wok. So D-I-M, P-E-P, M-A-G, G-O-B, or W-O-K. What would you like to do? You type now what you want to cast. What you want to cast. Trade card was the go. Every time. Out of all the dungeon masters ever, yeah, he's probably the best, isn't he? He just really looked the part. He looked the part, he sounded the part, he acted the part, you know, like that sort of friendly guide, but sort of, oh, but be careful, team. Remember, she was being a bit bitchy. Yeah, he wouldn't have said that, but, you know. Do we have a potion of fire water, Steve? And he never let you kill the jester, no. It's much as we tried. Gob, if we have teeth. We do have teeth. Oh, yeah. We've got beeswax. We've got a pipe. We've got a bag of creature teeth. We've got honey. We've got bomba fruit. We've got a magical glue, you know, the mini vial of glue. Nose plugs, 4 small pebbles. Green wig, bag, gold-backed mirror. Double-edged broadsword, -1 attack. We've got a tinderbox. We've got a bottle snake bite antidote. If we don't get bitten and lose even more stamina. Although, yeah, we've got the snake bite antidote, though. So, what do people want to go for? So, Steve has gone Pep. Spellsing wants to cast Goat. Where's Jam? Where's Jam? Where's Martha? Where's Sally? And he never let you kill... Yeah, so Gob, Pep, if we don't... Okay, so Pep requires Potion of Fire. Okay, so we're no further forward in which spell you want to cast. Come on, you lot. Am I doing all the heavy lifting here? What do you want to do then? Dim, Pep, Mag, Gob, Wok. What does Gob do then? Gob. Goblin? Goblin? Dim. What does dim do? Oh, does it make them dumb? I know that's dumb. I think someone cast that on me. Dim. Oh, okay, dim it is then. Oh, so you've gone for dim. So 2 dims. 3 dims. 3 dims. Remind me... Well, I'll read what dim does. I don't need you. Don't need you lot. Right, I'm going to look at the back to see what dim does. Dim does. Here we go. If I can find it. Gob, yob, gum, howl. Doze, dud, dock, mag. Pop, dim, fog, mud, fall. Foul. Dim. A good defensive spell. This can be cast at any creature attacking the caster. Its effect is to muddle the mind of its victim, temporarily confusing the creature. However, it must be handled with caution, as a creature so deranged may act irrationally and unpredictably. Cost 2 stamina points. Okay. Think you change teeth into goblins who fight for you. Happy with dim though? Yes, the teeth I think do. You're absolutely right with that. I think spellsing. Dual insane. Oh, dual inline memory mode. Dim. Do you work in IT by any chance, Steve? Right. We're going dim. We're going dim. That's not the first time I've heard that. Somebody said that to me. Right, here we go. Deduct 2 stamina points. I knew I had to do something. Deduct 2 stamina. We're back to 17. Back to 17. Okay. You cast your spell in the air at the harpies, but they dart about. You cannot be sure if your aim will be accurate. You may, if you wish, test your luck. If you are lucky, the spell will hit one of the creatures, confusing it so much that there will be no threat. Toss a coin to see which harpy is affected. Oh, I see. Flip a coin. Okay. If you are unlucky and you do not wish to use your luck, the spell misses. Okay, so are we going to use to test our luck? We are on 12. We can't lose. So the question is, do you want to test luck? We are lucky, max luck. Yeah, so do we want to test luck? Type yes if you want to test luck. What's luck got to do with it? What's luck got to do with it? Yes, we do luck. Okay, let's go luck. Let's go luck. So we got max luck. So now we're on 11 luck because we've used luck. So no matter what the outcome, obviously we lose a point of luck. It doesn't matter which one we attack, surely, because there's no stats yet. Turn to 118 and fight the harpies. So the spell has hit the most, you know, the hardest harpy, basically. That's what I'm saying. 118 is the next entry. 118. You draw your weapon and chop at the harpies as they fly down to attack. The beggar will be helping you with his stick, but he will be of little use since he is blind. Why did we get involved with him again? Resolve this fight. First harpy, second harpy. Blind beggar? Oh, yeah, well, should we fight the blind beggar? You may choose who fights whom during the battle, so long as everyone fights someone each round. If you kill the harpies, turn to... Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Take that, harpy twerps. Take that, harpy twerps. Buy one, get one free, yeah. So, the first harpy is skill 7, stamina 6. So that'll be the one that the spell hit, okay? Because the other one is skill 6, stamina 6. So, we're going to put harpy. The blind beggar is skill 2, stamina 8. So the beggar might die. So we're going to attack first rather than the blind beggar. And let's change it up. Let's change it up, my friends. Let's go for... what's that? That is a Cthulhu. Shakespeare versus Cthulhu dice. And you know what? I've got a pair. So, this is for us. We're on 7. It's on 6. So we've got a 1 point advantage. It is a price we're willing to pay. Exactly. Here we go. What if the beggar dies? Yeah, it's just friendly fire, collateral damage. So that's our 7 plus 7 is 14. It's on 6. Don't think you can win. Certainly not with that throw. So that's down to 4 stamina. Now the blind beggar is skill 2. So that's going to be interesting. Ooh, so 2 plus 8 is 10. Harpy on 6. Ooh, what's that? 6 plus 6 is 12. Yeah, so he is down to 6 stamina. Cannon fodder. This is for us. I think we've actually got a -1 on the sword. Yeah, we've got a -1. Let's play this properly then. -1. Oh, but it does 3 damage attack. Oh, okay. So I'm going to say he's down to 3. So we've got a -1 because we've got a double-edged broadsword. -1, but it's a +3 attack. Skill 2, Lords above. Yeah, he's blind for God's sake, though. Come on, cut the old man some slack. Here we go. This is us. We're on 6. Oh, that's solid. That is a what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are on 14. He's on 6. Oh, it's the same. That's a standoff. We only need to hit that flying son of a bachelor one more time. I know, exactly, but we got a standoff there. So, this is for the beggar. He's on 2. Come on. Let's get a 12. No, that's not bad. 7. That's 8, 9. We need a double 1 for the harpy. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So, he has now been hit twice. So he is on 4. I forgot to take our damage off, which is 2 points. So we're on 15. Okay, so we're back to us attacking again. Here we go. Yeah, we only need to hit him one more time. Here we go. This is us. 6. Ooh, that's not brilliant. That's not good. That is a 5. So that's 11. Here we go. This is the harpy attack. Oh, that's good. Yes! Get in there. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Dead. I didn't really didn't want to lose. I didn't want the blind beggar to die. Hadouken. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Is that like a... Oh, is that like an iron fist or something? They say never hit someone wearing glasses, but not about hitting a blind person. It's very true, Steve. Yeah, fill your boots with a blind person. Well, you know, steal. You can hit them and then steal their boots. Sholan Ken. Street Fighter moves. Oh, I see, yes. I remember that. When it came out, Street Fighter, yeah, it was pretty cool for a while. And then, of course, Ken and Barbie comes along, doesn't it? Right, here we go. So, yeah, we win. We win. 74. So that entry was 118. We're now on 74. 74. 74. Is the beggar still alive? Oh, yes. You bet your bottom dollar he is. Turn to 207 if he is. I love the fact that it's, but if not, you continue on your journey after a short rest. There's no remorse, there's no sadness, no melancholy. You just go, right, let's go. You don't even nick his gold. I'm going to see what happens if he did die. If he actually if Steve actually writes a little kind of, no, it's out of there. You just follow the road to the north gate. Oh well, beggar. You know, you had a good innings, kind of, but you got ripped to shreds by a harpy. Your fault for being blind. Okay, 207. Did I say? Yeah, 207. Luckily, we protected the blind guy. 207. Spell sings pondering that one. Chinny reckon. 207. Ooh. So we've got a page worth of writing. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough, says the beggar. Ever since I was cursed with my sightless eyes, I've been tormented by those wicked demons. You talk to him a little longer while you both recover your breath. My story is a sad one of fortune to poverty, he tells you. 3 years ago, I was the 7th noble of Nair. Yes. God, if he dies, he's the one with... How'd you get his poem? Until the black-eyed curse befell me. You stop him mid-sentence and ask whether he knows anything about the North Gate. Yeah, as much as I'm loving your backstory then, mate, just cut to the chase. Just tell me, do you know anything? Aye, that I do, he continues, for I was entrusted with one of its lines. If your plan is to leave the city port that way, perhaps this will help you. Oh, he's indicating there's a different way to leave. My memory is fading, but I believe the line was, by Khore's grace and, he hesitates, and someone's pride. Damn, whose pride was it? One of the gods. By Khore's grace and someone's pride. I'm sorry, stranger. My memory fails me. I cannot remember which god it was. Perhaps you will find out in Khore's temple, a little further down the road. There you may talk to the god of grace. But if you do, you risk your life. I can give you one more clue. The left eye leads the way. More than that, I cannot tell. You thank him and prepare to leave. Before you go, he says, if you are heading out to the backlands, perhaps this will help. It has been my prized possession for many years, but now I feel I will never use it. I will never leave Nair, and it will undoubtedly help you on your journey. He gives you a ring of silver fashioned as a serpent, which coils around your finger. He believes it is a talisman. Talisman! Which will protect you from serpents. To find out its real power, turn to reference 130 in the next adventure. Right, we have to write that down, Lirin. Write that down. The ring undoubtedly is a valuable item. So, that's a lot happened there. Good job we don't need to collect a haiku. A haiku. Is that right? So we do need to write this line down. We've got 2 bits. We've got 3 now, haven't we? But we picked up 2 lines today. This has been very, very valuable session. 207. Okay. The next line is by Khare. Oh, hang on. I've misspelled that. Khare Grace and someone's pride. Okay. Also, hang on, what was it? God of Grace. God of Grace. 1 clue. 1 clue. The left eye leads the way. Okay, so, and we have a ring, a serpent ring. Serpent ring, much needed in book 3. Fantastic. Well, I never. Right, well, let's write that down. We've got a serpent ring. Serpent ring. Serpent ring. I'll put silver serpent ring. Ring. Entry 130. Book 3. Ooh. Oh, what a great session. The serpent ring and a man who sings. It's like 3, 2, 1. Who remembers that? 3, 2, 1 game show. Okay. Sorry, I got caught up in the curling. Hang your head in shame, Sally. No, that's fine. Curling, I don't mind being stood up by curling. It is a fine sport that originated when some workmen up in Scotland were back in, I think it was 1642. We're on a bit of a break, they're a bit bored, and somebody just pushed a plate out into the iced lake. And someone said, I can get it nearer to that tree than you. And someone said, oh, I've got a broom to help it on its way. Don't think that's true. Right, here we go. To 148. 148 is our next entry. Hello there, Sally. How is the curling anyway? No spoilers. No. Does anyone want any spoilers with the curling? Does anyone want a curling update? 148. You follow the road to the towards the north gate. You are now leaving Nair proper, and you can see the Great Wall stretching across your path in the distance. One building remains between you and the gate, and this looks like to be the place of some magnificence. You continue to find that it is a large temple standing off the road. It is indeed a sight to behold. Totems of the ancient gods line the short path to the temple doors. The building itself is pyramidal, reaching high into the sky. Friezes of gargoyles and sculptures in polished metal rings and that rings the temple at each level. Around the doorway, rock sculptured. Can I read? What's going on? Rock sculptured images of unimaginable creatures seem to guard the entrance. Oh, this is the God of Grace. Do you wish to enter the shrine of Khare? Or will you ignore it and continue to the north gate? Type shrine if you want to go and check out the shrine, or type north gate if you want to go to the north gate. However, we've only got 3 lines of the poem, so I'm assuming this is the last, we'd find the last line in here, because if not, I don't know what happens. Those foul mouth. GB women are doing well, says Sally. That's fantastic news. With those foul mouth Canadians, says Steve. Steve wants the shrine. Check out the temple, Ken. My good man, says Spell Sing. So shrine, Sally's shrine. Enter, we'll never know whose pride. There you go, shrine. I know, outrageous. Ooh, controversy at the Winter Olympics. Potty mouth Canadians. Right, we're going to enter the shrine. Entering the shrine. Okay. I've got Skyrim. You can probably hear Skyrim in the background. It's really cool when they just set it up and it just sort of slowly glides through the land of Skyrim. 73. You try the door to the entrance and it swings open, creaking on its hinges. The sound is amplified by the hollow temple inside and it echoes eerily for several moments. Cautiously you peer inside. The place seems to be deserted. You can hear no signs of activity. Stepping into the shrine and closing the door behind you, the sight that greets your eyes takes your breath away. Leaving put here, and even if we don't find all 4 lines, I've still got the map telling us where we have not been yet. Ah, clever. Clever. The walls are decorated with brightly coloured murals depicting scenes from religious mythology of Khare. Fine ornaments in precious metals are set on alcoves around the pews, and rich woven tapestries cover every surface. A cunning trick of architecture catches the wind, and an ethereal humming is a constant background noise. 4 large stone gargoyles of winged demons watch over the shrine from their mounts high in the eaves, and at the far end of the room is the focal point of the temple, the altar. Steps leading up to the altar seem to have been designed to emphasize the centerpiece of the shrine, a large golden idol fashioned in Cougar's image, Steve Coogan's image. So, what are your choices? Will you make sure there is no one about? Will you check the shrine for traps? Will you see if anything else precious worth stealing? Or investigate the idol? Alternatively, you may cast a spell. So there's a lot of choices there. Let me read them out again. Do you want to make sure no one else is about? Type no one. If you want to check the shrine for traps, type traps. If you want to find anything precious worth stealing, type steal. If you want to investigate the idol, type idol. Or if you want to cast a spell, these are the spells. Mag, Doc, Wok, Sus, Tell. M-A-G, D-O-C, W-O-K, S-U-S-T-E-L. What would you like to do? Leaving put cast a spell. Traps for Steve. Sally is up to no good. She wants to half-inch something. What do you want to do? So, Leaving, which spell would you like to cast? Mag, Doc, Wok, Sus, or Tell? What's Tell? Must be teleport. Wok, what's that going to be? Mag, we want something to sort of check for traps, I guess. Sus, yeah, is that like if you suss something out, you check it out, you figure it out. Actually, none of these, says Lirin. We don't have a skull cap for Tell. Okay. So, Spellsing wants to cast Sus, but I don't know if we need any extra item. So the only thing that we've got going at the moment is Steve wants traps, Sally wants steal, Spellsing wants Sus as a spell. Let's investigate the idol. Okay, so you have cleverly each picked a different option. Go on then. Glenn, you can be the deciding factor if you pick steal. Glenn's gone for steal. He's seen Indiana Jones. What could possibly go wrong? 205. I don't think stealing would be the best thing to do. But hey, why not? It's just the God of grace. Back on the troll's blood. Here we go then. Steel, 205. 205. I've got a bad feeling about this. Where will you begin? The temple is garnished with so many valuable artifacts that you are at a loss which to take with you. Sculptures, plates, candlesticks, and shields of gold surround you. You step up to the table covered with a silk cloth on which are standing a crystal decanter and 4 golden goblets. Goody, goody. Sweet shop. You pick up one and turn it over in your hand. Suddenly you are aware that the humming of the wind has got louder. Looking around, the tapestries are flapping in the strong breeze, although previously the air was still. You glance up at the gargoyles and put the goblet back immediately. All 4 have turned towards you and are slowly coming to life, fixing their wings behind them. As you replace the goblet, things calm down and the gargoyles resume their positions. Ooh. Ooh, I think you dodged a bullet there, or should I say a big lump of rock. You choose wisely. Yeah. Is that a wise choice to do? I think you chose wisely to put it back again. So, remember what the clue was that the old man said? What did he say? Something about the left eye. The left eye leads the way. Okay, remember that. Investigate the gosh darn idol. Well, that's exactly what we're doing, Lirin. Is it a welcome committee? You step up to the idol. It stands about a man-sized before you, and an engraved plaque above its head catches your attention. You read it. It seems to be a message which will allow you to talk to the god. Do you wish to try? Or you may leave the temple by turning to 109. So what do you want to do then? Do you want to wish to try and talk to the god? Type talk, or you can leave by typing leave. What do you want to do? Yes, Lirin, try. Lirin wants to try and talk. Talk. Talk is cheap. Talk is trash talk. Talk is idle. Idle talk. That'll do. I'll have that. Hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. If Jam's not here for the puns, then we're going to have to do them ourselves. Okay, try it is. I'd be ashamed to come all this way just to go, yeah, you know what? You know what? Okay, so 252. 252. Oh, by the way, sorry, there was another fantastic illustration. It's sort of odd looking. Is it like that? Is that what we're missing? Have we come across this creature yet? Did we? Have we come across that creature? This one I remember the solution to, so follow every step or it's instant death. Trust me on this one. Spelsings, but I'm with Lirin. Okay, that's good to know. Loyalty. When danger calls, a leader will step up. 252. 252. Okay. John Blanche was was the goat, he says. Here we go. I thought he was going to say the idol. No, trust me. What, just run away, Glenn? Is that your answer to everything? What should we do? Just run away. Nothing wrong with that. When I played a rogue for my... oh no, because you got sneak. Although I did like to sneak about, though, and possibly run away when needed. 252. As the message suggests, you must kiss the idol's face. So, where would you like to kiss first? Its forehead, type forehead. Its right eye, type right. Its left eye, type left. Its right cheek, type cheek. Its left cheek, type left cheek. Nose or lips. What do you want to do? The cover is of the sewer creature. Oh, did we meet the sewer creature? I can't remember. That's how bad my memory is. Yes, the clue was the left eye lead. So I'm assuming... Sally, come on. You're just showing yourself up now. No, you weren't here with the clue. We had a clue that said the left eye leads. So it would be silly not to go with the left eye. Are we going with the left eye? Looks like we're going to go with the left eye. Here we go then. Left eye. Let's do the left eye. Trust me, one mistake and you kick the bucket with this one. Ah, okay. Left eye. 284. Here we go. 284. 284. Where will you kiss next? The forehead, the right eye, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, or the lips? Lirin, what are we going for there? There's no clue. This is just pure guesswork, or is there an actual? Did we get any notes? Northgate news. Yeah, it's got a third. Oh, is this what the clue? Is this what the line is? So that with one line is so tumbles. Oh no, that's for the gate. Think crossing yourself in oh, I see. Is that what it is? Right. Okay, so left eye, right eye. Okay, we're going to go right eye, 78. Yeah, that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. 78. Where will you kiss next? So, is it down there? The balls? No. The forehead, the left eye, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, or the lips. So it's normally... Is it the... So it would be dup. Oh no, is it? No. So would it be? Yeah, it's a cross. Forehead. So forehead next. Okay, forehead next. 52. 52. Where we kiss next? It's got to be the lips then, presumably, is it? Is it the lips? Is it the lips, ladies and gentlemen? Are we doing lips? The balls. Blinking X-rated this channel. I know. I should have put up a warning, shouldn't I? Lips next. Lips next. 141. Okay. As you kiss the lips, of course you'll kiss. Yeah. The idol's eyes flick open. Its lips do not move, but a soft voice comes from its mouth. Stranger, you are not of my faith, whispered the god. Nevertheless, you have completed the ritual, and I will answer you one question. What will you ask the god? Will you ask who has knowledge of the spell necessary to open the North Gate? What will fate have in store for you in the Backlands? What is the name of the god of pride? How may you best avoid the guards in the North Gate? Average philosophy. There we go, Glenn. There we go. Boom, says Spelsing as well. Yes. Average philosophy of an unladen swallow. What are we going to ask it exactly? Do you know the Liverpool-Tottenham result? What is the name of the god of pride? Okay, I think Lirin is up on this. I think we... Does everybody want to... So if you agree with Lirin, type yes. Next week's lottery numbers. Oh, okay, so it looks like yes. We're going to follow Lirin's lead there. So, what is the name of the god of pride? 101. 101. You listen to the idol's mouth as it replies to your question. The god of pride is my own brother. He is called Forgar. Although he has fallen from favour with our circle of deities and has not been worshipped by the people of Nair for close on a century. Is this information useful to you? No, to be honest, we don't know. You may now leave the temple. Okay. So, let me just write that. The god of pride. The god of pride. I'm going to put brother just in case we get asked. The connection is called Forgar. Okay. Steal, then run. Try that again, shall we? So then we're going to leave, turn to 109. And that is where we shall leave it for tonight. That is where we shall leave it. So, you know, on the whole, a very, very successful session. Look what I found. Very successful session. That was fantastic. So everything went our way, actually, this time. And, you know, if I don't say myself, then no one else will. But the dice rolling was fantastic. You're welcome. Yeah, wink, wink. So there we go. Fantastic. I think, yeah, you guys, Sally and Glenn, you nearly got us attacked by gargoyles. Well done, everybody. Yes, well done. There we go. Exciting. We're on 109 next time. My work here is done, exactly. Killed everybody in the party. My work here is done. So, we are still on skill 7, stamina on 15, and luck we're on 11. Those are the stats. We have gained a few things. We've gained a silver serpent ring to be used in book 3, page 130, entry 130. We did kill a death wraith and a harpy. So far in both books, we've only killed 5 creatures. However, we have cast spells on them. Very important difference. Nearly killed. Yeah, nearly killed. Very important difference. Absolutely. So thank you so much. Do appreciate you watching, participating, commenting, having a laugh, bit of bants. It's always good. Lirin has put here, since we passed this, was what happens if we kissed anywhere wrong just once? Oh, I see. So this is what happens if we got it wrong. You kiss the lips of the statue. You kiss the lips and the statue shoots a poison dart into your throat. Sorry, I had to cheat this one, fellas. We'll be kissing for 10 minutes before dying. Yes. I need to fall backwards. Thanks for your time as always, fella. No, thank you. Thank you, everybody. There are worse ways to go. Spellcasting cheat. Yeah. Maybe we should have that. Spellcasting cheat, and you can look at the back of the spells again. So there we go. So just to remind you that my next live stream is going to be Saturday, 10 a.m. This Saturday, 10 a.m. And we talk about fantasy. We talk about your creative projects. We talk about my creative projects. We'll obviously be talking about To Kill a Thief game books. And yeah, I'm expecting the paperback Monday. The dice hopefully will be ready next week. Fingers crossed. But there we go. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Spellsing. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Lirin. Yeah, where's Lee? Where's Lee? Normally Lee's here. Hope you're all right, Lee. Thank you to anyone else that watched. And if I've missed your name already, I do apologise. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And if you do want to like the channel or whatever, follow the channel, I'll be most grateful. Thanks again. No worries. And if you do want to check out anything to do with my creativity, my board games, my books, anything like that, go to edratales.com. And of course, if you want to check out Jonathan Green's books, you can go to acegamebooks.com, or you can go to jonathangreenauthor.com or .co.uk, or you can look at them on Amazon. I'm sure they're all over Amazon. And if you want to check out Jam's books, you can go to his Jam's Place website. I think his website is jamsplace.co, because I was looking there the other day. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a blast, or a blast, depending on which part of the country you are from. Until next time, may your thieving never be caught. Just got to advertise. The test of cougar killed me 5 times back in 1984 before I figured it out. It's a clever little thing, that, isn't it? Very clever. Don't want anyone to experience that house of hell like looping trauma. Yes, there is that sort of thing to do with game books, isn't it? But thank you so much, and thank you, Lirin, for helping us out there. On the end, you rose to the challenge. Thank you so much. And thanks to Grocklesnoke, he stayed awake this time. Take care, everybody. Until next time. I've done this already. May your spell casting always be spells and not anything else. Take care, everybody.